First, we're going to start here with the 1954 San Francisco minted Lincoln cent. Now, I could definitely see something like this being passed up in pocket change because a lot of non-collectors, you know, they don't search through their pocket change or anything like this. This could be something that you would definitely be able to miss. It is a broad stroke penny. So obviously you can see that error taking place around the whole rim of the coin, as well as on the reverse there. You can see that most noticeably at the top of the coin. But that coin there, guys, sold for over $100. I mean, you're turning a penny into $100. Not a bad profit. Now this next coin is very interesting. This is a 1956 penny struck on a Honduras 1 cent planchet. So it only weighs 1.5 grams. And this thing is just really cool because obviously the whole design of the Lincoln cent cannot fit on this particular planchet. If you're not familiar with coin terminology, a planchet is just basically the metal coin itself without the design struck on it. So it'd be like a blank coin, and then once the design is struck on it, then it would be declared, you know, a Lincoln cent or a Jefferson nickel or a Honduras 1 cent coin in this case. But this thing is very valuable. This thing sold for over $2,000. Next up is a 1958 penny that is struck 20% off center. Now that does give it a little value. It's not the most valuable coin in the world. You can pick these up circulated, I don't know, for a few bucks or so. But this coin here sold for over $30. Next up is one of my favorite coins on this video because it's a valuable coin. It's a nice error. I could definitely see it being passed up in circulation and pocket change. This is a 1958 Lincoln cent. Now this penny is a fold over double struck in collar coin. So if we take a look at the reverse of the coin, let's just look at this image for a minute. Alright, you see the wheat stalks that go around on each side of the penny there. On both sides you see those wheat stalks. You see those lines on the wheat stalks. Alright, so if we flip over here to the front of the coin and you look to the top left of Lincoln's head, you can see those wheat stalks. And you also see above Lincoln's ear the T and the word cent. So if we go back to the reverse of the coin, you can see that T on the word cent. And then also if you look here on the reverse to the right, you can see the phrase "In God We Trust" on the right side of that wheat stalk. So those words are obviously supposed to be on the front of the coin, not the reverse. But that's why this is an error coin. It is a fold over double struck in collar. You could actually see the outline of Lincoln's head in this if you look closer. You can see the word Liberty coming through there at the top middle of the coin, right through the N and 1 on the reverse there. And then if we go back one more time to Lincoln here, you can see the other wheat stalk at the bottom of the coin, at the very bottom middle, going through Lincoln's side there. And if you look up a little bit more, you can see the C and cents. So very, very noticeable error there. If you really get a microscope, you'll be able to see this stuff much more clear. Now this coin here sold for over $450. Next up is a 1974 double struck with the second strike being 60% off center. Alright, so this thing sold for over $115. Alright, now just to show you a very high graded coin, if you're not familiar with coin grading, be sure to go check out that coin grading video. Click on my channel, go to playlist, you will find that. This coin here sold for over $2,500. Next up is a 1974 that was struck on a dime. So I know a lot of people get confused. They find 1974s out there that look silver, but really they're just science experiments pennies where they turn pennies different colors through different chemicals and that stuff. Definitely watch out for fakes. Obviously something like this, you could see clearly that the phrase "In God We Trust" does not fit entirely on the coin. That is because this penny is struck on a dime, so a much smaller planchet. It's gonna weigh less, and this coin here sold for over $460. Next up is a 1954 repunched mint mark. So if you're not too familiar, again, with coin terminology, a repunched mint mark is pretty much what it sounds like. It is the mint mark on the coin that has been repunched. Alright, so that's gonna give the coin a little bit of value. This coin has a decent grade, so this one sold for over $150. Smash that like button. So until then, this is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.